Do you know how much water you drink in a day? No? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive deep. Now, let's get the facts straight. Water is the elixir of life. Without it, our bodies would be as parched as the Sahara Desert and as lifeless as the moon. It keeps our cells healthy, our skin glowing, and our minds sharp. But how much of this life-giving liquid do we actually need to imbibe every day? It's not just a matter of quenching thirst, folks. It's about maintaining our overall health and vitality. But here's the kicker. Like anything in life, too much of a good thing can be bad. And yes, that includes water. You might have heard of water intoxication, a condition that occurs when you drink so much water that your kidneys can't rid your body of the surplus. This can lead to a dangerous situation where your blood becomes diluted, causing sodium levels to drop too low. Sounds scary, right? Speaking of scary, let's talk about the world record holder for the most water drank. Now, we're not suggesting you try to beat this record. Just the opposite, in fact. The record stands at a mind-boggling 6 liters in 3 minutes. That's equivalent to 12 pint-sized glasses of water. But remember, this is not a challenge, and we certainly don't want to turn this into a matter of life and death. After all, our goal here isn't to kill you. Quite the opposite. We're here to help you live a healthier, happier life. On an average day, most of us probably drink around 2 liters of water, give or take a few glasses. But is that enough? Or is it too much? And how much water should we be drinking per pound of body weight? These are all questions we'll be exploring in this series. So, drinking too much water? Not a great idea. But what about not drinking enough? Let's find out. So, we've established that you can't just drown your thirst, but what happens when you're not drinking enough? Imagine going on a long car journey with only a quarter tank of gas. You're likely to experience some hiccups along the way, right? Well, your body is no different. When you're not drinking enough water, your body is like that car running on low fuel. And the effects? They can be pretty drastic. Dehydration can leave you feeling like you're dragging through the day. You know that mid-afternoon slump where you can't keep your eyes open? Yeah, that could be your body crying out for water. Fatigue is one of the first signs of dehydration. Your body needs water to produce energy. Without enough of it, you're likely to feel tired and drained. But the effects of dehydration don't stop at fatigue. Poor concentration, headaches, and even mood swings can all be signs that your body needs more water. Ever tried focusing on a task when your head is pounding? It's no fun, is it? And let's not forget the more serious health risks. Chronic dehydration can lead to kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and in severe cases, even kidney failure. Not so fun facts to consider, but important to know. Now you might be wondering, am I drinking enough water? On average, a person drinks about 8 cups of water a day. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's the catch, that might not be enough. Your body's water needs depend on various factors. Your weight, your activity levels, the climate you live in, and more. So, while 8 cups might work for some, others might need more to stay well hydrated. And remember, we're not advocating for you to become the next world record holder for the most water consumed. That title goes to a man who drank over 6 gallons in just 3 hours. We all love a good challenge, but let's leave that one to the record books, shall we? So, you might be thinking, how much water should I drink then? Well, we're getting to that. Alright, now that we know the consequences of both too much and too little water, let's talk about the sweet spot. First off, let's debunk a common myth. You've probably heard that you should drink 8 glasses of water a day, right? Well, that's not entirely accurate. The amount of water any individual needs varies based on a variety of factors including their age, sex, weight, and activity level. Here's a simple way to calculate how much water you should be drinking. Take your weight in pounds and divide it by 2. The resulting number is the amount of water in ounces you should aim to consume each day. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you should aim to drink around 75 ounces of water per day. But remember, this is just a guideline. If you're physically active or live in a hot climate, you might need more, and if you're less active or live in a cooler climate, you might need less. It's important to listen to your body and adjust your water intake accordingly. Now let's talk about the world record for water consumption. The record stands at an astonishing 6 gallons in one sitting. But don't get any ideas. Drinking that much water can actually be fatal. It's a condition called water intoxication, and it's definitely not our goal to promote that. The point here is to illustrate that while water is essential, too much of anything can be harmful. On average, most people drink far less than the recommended amount. Studies show that the average person drinks only about 4 cups of water a day. That's half of what they should be drinking. So, how do you know if you're drinking enough? One simple way is to check the color of your urine. If it's light yellow or clear, you're probably drinking enough. If it's dark yellow or amber, you might need to up your water intake. Now that you know how much to drink, let's take a look at when you should be drinking that water. Scene script. You've got your water bottle ready, but when should you actually drink up? Timing, as they say, is everything. The healthiest times to drink water aren't just about chugging it whenever you're thirsty, there's actually a science to it. Let's start with the morning. Ever wondered why we wake up feeling a bit parched? Well, that's because our bodies continue to work while we're snoozing away, using up water in the process. So, drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning isn't just refreshing, it also replenishes the body's water level, jump-starting your metabolism and brain function for the day. It's like giving your body a much-needed high five. Moving on to meal times. It's a good idea to drink water about half an hour before you eat. Not only does this help with digestion, but it also tricks the stomach into thinking it's full, which can help curb overeating. Ever had a meal only to feel thirsty afterward? That's because eating triggers the body's need for more water to aid digestion. So, a glass of water after meals can help the body break down food more effectively. Evening time is quite tricky. While it's essential to stay hydrated, drinking too much water before bed can lead to those pesky midnight bathroom trips. So, try to get your hydration in earlier in the evening and limit intake a couple of hours before bedtime. And let's not forget about working out. When you exercise, your body loses water through sweat. So it's crucial to drink water before, during, and after your workout to prevent dehydration and keep those muscles working smoothly. But remember, folks, balance is key. Drinking too much water, just like doing too much of anything, can have negative effects. The world record holder for the most water consumed certainly didn't do his body any favors. And that's not what we're aiming for here. Pay attention to your body. It gives you signs when you're drinking too much or just the right amount of water. And there you have it. But wait, is there a healthier way to drink water? You bet there is. So, you know how much water to drink and when. But did you know there's a healthier way to hydrate? Let's dive right into it. One of the best methods to hydrate is to sip water slowly throughout the day, instead of chugging a whole bottle at once. This allows your body to absorb water more efficiently and keeps you consistently hydrated. Now here's a tip you might not have thought about: using a straw. Yes, a straw. It's not just for sipping your favorite smoothie. Drinking water through a straw can help protect your teeth, especially if you love adding a slice of lemon or a dash of apple cider vinegar to your water. Acidic elements can wear down your tooth enamel over time, and a straw can help minimize that exposure. But how do you know if you're drinking the right amount of water? Well, your body has its own ways of telling you. If you're properly hydrated, your urine should be a pale yellow color, and you should be able to pass urine comfortably 4 to 7 times a day. That's a good sign you're on track. On the other hand, overhydration is real and it's not a laughing matter. Drinking too much water can lead to a condition called hyponatremia, where your body's sodium levels become dangerously low. Signs of overhydration include nausea, headaches, and, in extreme cases, seizures. So remember, while we want to stay hydrated, there's no need to go overboard. Speaking of overboard, did you know the world record holder for the most water drank? It's a staggering 20 liters in one go. But let's be clear, we're not recommending this. It's like doing too much of anything. It can harm you. And our goal here is not to land you in the hospital, but to keep you hydrated and healthy. So, how much water should you drink? A good rule of thumb is to drink half your body weight in ounces each day. If you weigh 150 pounds, that's about 75 ounces of water daily. And that, my friends, is your guide to optimal hydration. Now go forth and hydrate wisely.